Hello, Sail Away crew. Welcome to All Things Wagner. If you're not familiar with our channel, we do cruise and travel videos so you can travel better, easier, and more efficiently. So today we are exactly 8 days away from our next cruise on Harmony of the Seas out of Galveston. We're going to drive down, stay in a hotel because we always go a day before. Very important tip for you if you are a new cruiser. We have 8 days and I have not packed a single item. Zero, nothing, zilch, nada, nil, nothing. So I thought, what better time to do a pack with me video, bring you along while I have all my stuff out. I'm going to take you through a few different categories, and especially if you're a new cruiser, people are always asking us, what do I pack? What do I pack for a cruise? What do I wear? What about embarkation day? What about the main dining room? What about sea days? Okay, so I'm going to go through all of those categories and hang in with me until the end because I'm going to share some gear items with you. Now, I'm going to give you the classic items that probably, if you're a veteran cruiser, you've already heard about, but I'm going to share some new gear items too that I found. So again, don't leave me, hang in for the end. First thing I'm going to talk about is embarkation day. The most important thing for embarkation day is be comfortable. So if you are already at your port, you're going to be getting packed up in your hotel room and trying to find a ride to the port and be on time and if you have kids with you, you're getting everybody together, right? You don't want to be messing with your clothes. You don't want to be worried about all of that. So what you have to think about is what is comfortable for you. Is that going to be, shorts and a t-shirt? Okay, right? Well then, that's what you wear. Speaking of t-shirts, we have our cruise gear that you can see below this video. It's all linked there in our YouTube store that's attached to our channel, or you can go to allthingswagner.com. Our website is also set up with the store. So we have some really cool t-shirts with cruise messages on them, and I'll just give you a little sneak peek here with some of the messages, okay, for the t-shirts. So be sure and go down to the store and see if any of those flick your bick, as they say. Does that make me old? I think that saying makes me old. So we're talking embarkation day. If you are not really a shorts person, right? Shorts gal, okay? I have worn two-piece outfits for embarkation day often, right? If I have pictures of me in these, I will show those to you here. If I don't, or I haven't worn the item yet, or I didn't take a picture when I had it on, I will show you the Amazon or the Shein photo, okay? Most of these items are either from Amazon or Shein. Like this shirt is one of my new shirts. Okay. I do not have any affiliate links for Shein, okay? So you can just go to shein.com. It's SHEIN.com. If it is Amazon, I will have an affiliate link linked down below the video for you so you can go right to the item and choose your size and your color. Yeah. That's your mantra for embarkation day, is be comfortable. So you have to know what that means to you. So I have a couple of t-shirts, right? If you're a t-shirt gal, just a cute little, I'll link this below too, cute little saying. Again, this is from Amazon. If you want to go with the cruise mode or the cruise theme, sleeveless, again, if you're really hot-natured, you have to think also of where you're porting out of. Now, this is the warm weather version of Pack With Me. We've also been to Alaska, and I'll link those videos down below. But this is like a Caribbean Pack With Me video, right? So we're going to talk about hot weather clothing. If you're one of those t-shirt gals, oh, I got this one from Amazon too. They have a lot of band t-shirts on Amazon. So I'll put this link below, but they have different kinds of bands also, so you can pick out your favorite. So if you are a shorts and t-shirt gal, and that's what you're going to be comfortable in, and you're not going to be fidgeting or having to adjust your clothes all embarkation day, then that's what you wear. If, again, you're not so much of a shorts gal, I have loved these pants, and you can dress these up or down. That's what's good, but they're super comfortable. They're like linen-like pants, and they have this stretchy waistband, and the best part, they have pockets, okay? And I ordered them actually in 2 different colors. I bought this one first, and I liked it so much because I just wore it with like a t-shirt, right? And so I ordered it then in this oatmeal color too. So these are really comfy and airy and cool. So if you're not a shorts gal, then you can wear some kind of linen pants. I also Again, speaking of linen, just at the waist, tie at the waist, linen pants with pockets, okay? Throw them in the washer, hang them dry, right? Come straight out. I also got these, and these are kind of, they're a little cropped, right? And I just roll them up on the ends, but they have the neatest design. If you can see this, you can see my hand right through the side. So they have this kind of cutout design on each side, up and down. So they have a little character, right? A little flair. But again, they're like a linen feel. They're probably a cotton, but they're very comfy as well. So think about what you're going to be comfortable in. Also, to be able to pack less, these kind of pants are very good because if you wear them on embarkation day, you might like toss them on for dinner one night because you can wear them with a little pair of flats or heels, right? And a blouse. So they're casual or dressy. So that's very important too if you're trying to cut down on your packing. That is not me. I am a bona fide overpacker, and this is going to be our 21st cruise. So it's not changing anytime soon. So I'm not even going to try to pretend anymore. I overpack all of the time. Also for embarkation day, you will want to pack a backpack of some sort or a little roller bag or something because you have to remember that the pools, swimming pools on the cruise ship are going to be open embarkation day. So if you or your kids or someone else in your party wants to swim after you get on board and eat and do your muster, right? Then they're going to want to jump in the swimming pool. So you have a backpack that's loaded with your swimsuit and a change of clothes for dinner if you're interested in that. Most cruise lines will not require you to dress up for dinner on embarkation evening. They just won't. We've been on four different cruise lines, and we have never had an issue with going casual. And I mean, in our embarkation day clothes. So JJ will be in cargo shorts and a t-shirt and tennis shoes, and it's not a problem. We've cruised Carnival and Norwegian and Royal Caribbean and Celebrity. And even on Celebrity, which is kind of considered a luxury cruise line, right? It's like a step up from Royal Caribbean. Even there, we did not have an issue with being much more casual on embarkation day. They know a couple of things. They know people are tired, they've been traveling all day, and they may not have their luggage yet. You usually get your luggage by 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon on all the cruise lines we've been on. It's usually that time of the afternoon, but just in case you don't, they loosen the rules a little for embarkation day dinner. However, if you want to change, if you just want to dress up just a little bit, take it just up a little bit for the main dining room, right? Or if you happen to have a specialty restaurant reservation on your very first day, right? Your very first evening, well then you'll definitely want to dress it up a little bit. So that's what you carry in your backpack. Obviously, if you know, your cosmetics or whatever you might need if your luggage doesn't come at 1 or 2 o'clock. You need to be thinking about that. So toys for your kids or, you know, bottles or whatever if you have really small children with you, okay? But anything else that you yourself, adults, might need for the rest of the day or at least through the afternoon, put in your backpack. So you got a swimsuit, flip-flops, whatever you're going to need maybe to get in the pool, and then potentially dinner wear to change into. Make sure you check your cruise line website about that casual level in the main dining room, because some of them that are truly like Viking and Regent Seven Seas, some of those that are truly luxury cruise lines, they're not going to let you wear like shorts or t-shirts in the main dining room, potentially. The main theme is go check the website for your cruise line that you're on to see what their rules are, especially for embarkation day dinner. The second category is sea days. A question you need to ask yourself is, what is your schedule and your activities on the sea day? So it's going to be one or two things because you can't get off the ship. So you're at sea on the ship, and the choices are, well, we're going to be out by the pool all day, Sherry. Well, okay, well then you're going to need your swimsuit and a cover and comfortable pool shoes, right? If you're going to be out there all afternoon. In fact, depending on what type of cover you have, you can go to breakfast and lunch in your cover to the buffet or some of the other venues like the included food venues that sometimes are right out by the pool, okay? For snack food, you may not need shorts and t-shirts for sea days if you're going to be out by the pool all day. Seriously, I learned that like 4th or 5th cruise. I learned that at the time, it was before we were vlogging, and so that's all we did is we sat out by the pool. Nobody wants to watch that on a vlog all day long. But when we did, I was still bringing all these shorts and t-shirts, packing and taking up packing room, right? And we ended up not needing them. We would go straight from pool clothing to dinner clothes. So we didn't need anything for in between. And while we're talking about time by the pool, sea days and port days, or wherever you're going to be, you need a swim cover. This is a new swim cover that I just got off Amazon. I can't wait to wear it. I love it. It comes in various colors, and it's long, as you can see, right? So it's going to cover everything, and it has pockets. I am a pocket lover, okay? But the words are different on the Amazon link down below. You'll see some of the words are different on some of them, and again, all different colors. Now, the other option on a sea day is if you are going to play games or go look at art or go see the ice skating show, you know, other things on the ship that will be inside the ship, not out by the pool, okay? And you might go out to the pool like, you know, for 30 minutes or an hour, but you're generally going to be inside the ship doing other activities and seeing things. Well, then you need shorts and t-shirts, or like we were talking about, like the pants, right? The comfortable pants and t-shirts, or something like that. This is another pair actually that I got from Amazon as well. It's a crop pair of pants, again, waistband. Remember how much you're gonna be eating on a cruise, ladies and gentlemen, right? Elastic waistband is your friend. That's a pro tip. So this has a tie waistband as well, and pockets. Pockets are always good, because if you don't wanna wear a lanyard, okay, if you're a new cruiser, you're gonna get what they call a C card, right? A sailing card. They call it different things on different cruise lines. If you don't want to wear a lanyard around your neck all day long, then you can stick your SeaPass card in your pocket. Remember also, if you're going to be in a theater, an ice skating rink, a dining venue, like maybe you have scheduled lunch in one of the specialty dining venues, okay, then it's probably going to be chilly. If you're going to see a show in the theater, it's probably going to be chilly. If you're going to play bingo in the theater, it's going to be chilly. I'm just telling you. Yes, I am cold-natured, but JJ is not, and he's even sometimes chilly in these venues. So be sure that for those days that you're inside in the air conditioning of the ship, you take like a sweater or a wrap or something like that, okay? Like a little, maybe an extra shirt, right, to wear over you on those sea days that you're inside doing activities. Let's move to port days and give you some ideas about what to pack and wear on port days. Now, it's basically the same questions as we talked about for sea days. What are you going to be doing in port? Are you going to be at the beach all day long? Okay, well then you know what you need, right? You need your swimwear and a cover, comfortable shoes, not just pool shoes, right? Because you may be walking, you're gonna be walking from the ship all the way into the port, and some of those piers, I'm warning you, especially if you're a new cruiser, some of the piers from the ship all the way into the port area is a long walk. So some of the flip-flops that I have bought over the years, you know, just the colored ones with the plastic straps, right, have really rubbed on the top of my feet. Those plastic straps are not very comfortable. So make sure that even if you're going to be at the beach all day, you think, what? I just throw my, you know, cheap flip-flops and that's what I'm going to wear. Make sure that they're comfortable. Test them out. Walk around your block, around your house, your apartment, right, several times. Walk a good distance and make sure that they are comfortable on your feet, because that's very important. So if you're going to be at the beach all day, then you need your beach bag, right, filled with your beach items, okay? That's going to be your towel from the cruise ship. You do not need to bring your own beach towel. Okay. The cruise ship, all cruise lines provide you beach towels on board. So you're going to need your beach towels. You're going to need a sunscreen, definitely sunscreen aloe. We'll talk about gear later on, okay? So you're going to be putting all of that in your bag. And then Potentially snorkel gear if you take your own, right? Some resorts that you might book an excursion through will provide you snorkel gear. We decided many years ago to just buy our own, and we bought our own on Amazon. I'll link the snorkel gear down below. If, however, again, the other option for activities that you might do on a port day is something like a food tour or a port tour, or maybe a bus tour, a van tour of the island or the port, wherever you are. So you're not going to be at the beach all day, okay? You're going to be maybe inside an air-conditioned bus or van, or you're going to be getting in and out of that kind of vehicle to go see the town, or you're going to be doing something like a Segway tour, okay? So think about what your activities are, and that will tell you what you're going to pack for your port days. And on a port day, if you have a beach day, you're going to be going from your beach clothes and you're going to come in and clean up and go to dinner. So that's a day, again, you won't need shorts and t-shirt clothes. I want to tell you about some other options that I've really loved, okay? I showed you this striped outfit, right, that I wore Embarkation Day. I've worn this before too on Embarkation Day, as well as to like a lunch at a specialty restaurant. This is really comfortable, okay? And they have this in a lot of colors and a lot of sizes, right? So it does need ironing when you bring it out of the laundry, and I have not ironed this one yet. But it's got kind of a deep V-neck, and let me tell you what I bought also on Amazon for those items that are kind of low neck, and maybe you're a little more of a coverage girl, right? And you don't want that low of a V-neck. I bought these kind of camis, right? And this one comes in black and white. Again, I'll link it below. If you have an item that's a little lower in the neck, right? This one is super low. So if you want to, or if you're going to wear it to dinner, maybe you don't want to cover. That's your choice, obviously. But these little bralettes are a good option if you want to cover up a little. I also have loved jumpsuits, and I wore this on Embarkation Day on Wonder, actually. We went on Wonder on their fifth sailing ever, when she was brand new. So I will link that playlist below if you're going on Wonder soon and you want to see what she's like. It is a very wide neck, and it kind of goes off one shoulder, right? But it's one piece, and it has pockets. Again, I'm a pocket lover. Elastic waist, okay? So no matter what size you are, it's gonna be flattering. And then this up here just kind of blouses over your waist, okay? And I'm short, I'm like 5'3", and this was not too long for me, okay? It's got kind of a band at the bottom, not too long. So I have really liked the jumpsuits that I've been finding on Amazon, because you can find, and this one comes in lots of different colors too, not just the animal print. That's really nice. So think about what you're doing on your port days. And if you're looking at t-shirts and shorts, if that's what you're going to be wearing either on your sea days or your port days, this shirt I just bought from Amazon as well. I thought it was super cute, and I mean, it's still got the tag on it. I haven't even washed it or worn it yet. And it comes in a lot of different colors, and I just thought it's got a little bit of sleeve coverage, but it's not a long sleeve, so it's still cool. And these bright colors really contrast, I thought, nicely with this kind of little crocheted neck line. So, and it's longer if you like to wear it out over your jeans or your shorts, right, or your linen pants, whatever it is, or if you want to do like a little French tuck like I do with my blouses, right, my shirts, you can do that too, or you can tie it up in like a side knot, you know, if you don't want as much material. But again, it comes in lots of different colors, so I thought this was really cute. One of the other shirts I have really liked and worn on several cruises, and another good source for clothing this came from. It's Thread Up, okay? It's a secondhand online store. And I'll link it down below. Again, no affiliate links or anything, but if you know the brands that you like and your sizes in those brands, okay, ThreadUp is a great source because you can get name brand items for much less money. And they also list the condition of the item. So if you're worried about, well, you know, if you want it like new or new with tags, they list that. So you can filter out and select what you want to look at. So I got this really cool, if you're a I need to cover my arms type gal. But these type shirts are really good for sea days if you're going to be inside, because it's cool enough that when you do go back and forth from in and out on the ship, you can stay a little warmer, but this is still cool and breezy and thin for when you go out on the deck as well. These kind of shirts would also be good for your port tours when you might be inside an air-conditioned either vehicle or a building. Maybe you're going to see some kind of presentation in port, right? And you're going to be in some kind of theater top building or something. And so you need to be a little warmer, but let's just say it's Cozumel, right? It's Mexico. It's going to be hot. All the Caribbean ports are going to be warm year-round pretty much, okay? Unless it happens to be raining. So bringing shirts kind of like this actually that have a sleeve on them, a little more coverage so you're not cold when you go into those buildings. Now let's talk about dining venues and what you should pack for dinner in the main dining room. Actually, breakfast and lunch too. Many ships serve breakfast and lunch as well in the main dining room, depending on what day of the cruise it is. Like some don't serve lunch on port days because there's just not enough people on board. So keep that in mind. For the main dining room and the restaurants and the theater, right, which you go to a show after dinner or before your dinner, then you're gonna need a wrap or a sweater of some sort or another shirt to put on top to potentially wear inside those venues that are going to be colder. For the main dining room, be sure you check, again, your cruise line website for the guidelines, okay, for the wardrobe for the main dining room. It is a much contested, debated issue on the cruise forums. I don't really know why. You've got people saying, wear whatever you want. That's about the bottom line nowadays. The guidelines or rules for wardrobe in the main dining room have really loosened since after the shutdown. That's just the way it is. And I'm going to tell you some bad part of that. We've literally seen tank tops in the main dining room, and that was on a man. I'm just going to say hashtag underarm hair during dinner. That's all I'm going to say. You know exactly what I mean. And this was on Royal Caribbean, and tank tops on men are listed right on the website as a not allowed. It wasn't enforced. So be prepared for a large variance of enforcement depending on what cruise line you're on. Check your cruise line website for what you need to bring for dinner. And let me tell you, even on formal night, again, I could do a video just on this subject alone, okay? Even on formal nights, on most cruise lines, on the major cruise lines, let's see, Royal Caribbean, Carnival, Norwegian, Disney, Virgin, they're all gonna be very loose enforcement. Just gonna be honest with you. Even on formal night, if you want to wear shorts and a t-shirt, you're 99% not going to be stopped. People who want to put hate comments below, I'm not saying that's what you should wear. I'm just telling everyone who abides by the mantra, it's my vacation, I'll wear what I want, that they're not going to be stopped. If you want to dress fancy in the main dining room, knock yourself out, okay? In fact, let's talk about what I have worn to the main dining room. If you have found this video informative or helpful, please hit the like button and smash the subscribe button for future cruise and travel videos. We really appreciate it. This is a maxi dress. They're quick and easy, right, ladies? Okay, you can dress them up, you can dress them down, you just put them on, take them off, and you're done for the evening, okay? And they're really easy. And they look dressed up, depending on what jewelry you take, depending on what shoes you wear with them, okay? So I really liked this one. It comes in many colors. It was on Amazon, so I'll link it below. This tie is an actual tie around the waist, so it does kind of tighten up if you want to do that. Or you can leave it loose if you have a little more around the middle that you want to cover up. And again, I'm not very tall, and this was a perfect length for me. So maxi dresses are your friend for Caribbean cruises. Even actually for Alaska cruises too. I took my maxi dresses on our Alaska cruises. I also got this from Amazon, which I love. Again, I have a waist. I have plenty other things too, but I have a smaller waist, okay? So I pick clothing to suit my best assets, right? Shouldn't we all do that, ladies and men, actually? So if you have a waist and you want to show it off, This is a good blouse. I thought I'll put a picture up here too, right? I wore it with white slacks the last time I wore it, and I thought it was perfect for the dining room. This obviously can go off the shoulder for a very Caribbean, right, summer look, and shows off your waist, but again covers your arms so you're not going to freeze in the main dining room. Comes in lots of colors also. I got this from Shein, and it has a belt, so it creates a little like peplum look. So again, you can either wear it loose if you want to cover up your waist, right? If you have beautiful long legs and you want to wear this loose across your waist with a nice skirt, right? Or a slim pair of like skinny jeans or skinny leather pants. Ooh, yeah. Or you can tie it around the waist to catch your waist, and it's like a halter, right? So I did take my wrap when I wear this because I would get cold in the main dining room. But again, comes in other colors. This is from Shein. And then in the mantra of jumpsuits for dinner, I just got this on Amazon. So it is a jumpsuit. It's all one piece. However, I'll show the picture here and the model from Amazon because I haven't worn it on a cruise yet. I'm taking it with me in 8 days, okay? So it's got the spaghetti straps that are adjustable, ladies. That always helps. And it has this around the waist, which you can put the belt in the back or the front. And then the bottom legs are split, okay? So it has like a pair of shorts underneath to cover, and then the legs are split. So I thought it was, you know, very dressy, but still comfortable. Again, throw it on. You got a jumpsuit or a maxi dress, you throw it on and then you take it off, zip zap, okay? So this also came in many colors. So good option. Here's another maxi dress. Man, I guess I went crazy on black and white, right? This also comes in many colors. Again, off the shoulder or up on the shoulder. It looks super long, but it's not. With a belt or without a belt, it has elastic around the waist, and so I thought the belt was cute. For the main dining room, if you are cruising on literally a luxury liner, and I had to look up to see like what the main luxury cruise lines were so I could tell you and give you like a warning. So Princess, Celebrity, Regent Seven Seas, Oceania, Viking, okay? Those are just some of the main luxury liners. Please check your website, your cruise line website, for the allowed wardrobe in the main dining room. Men to have a collared shirt, okay? Even if it's like a colored t-shirt or whatever, if it does not have a collar on it, they may literally not let you in. Collared shirt and slacks, or of course a button-down shirt, right? And slacks. They're not going to let you in with jeans. They're not going to let you in with shorts. Okay. Again, those are your luxury cruise lines, those that I named. So be sure you ask your travel agent. Highly suggest that you use a travel agent. We have one who we like, and I will link her down below. She is a cruise certified travel agent. That's a really good idea if you can find one, because they go through each cruise line's class for the travel agents, so they have a little more knowledge about each of the cruise lines, and they garnered it from the cruise line itself, okay, for all the cruise lines. So if you don't have a travel agent, well, I'll link Cindy down below and you can give her a call or an email. Those luxury liners, guys, be prepared again for the button downs and the slacks, and women, be prepared to just bring a dress. If you're not a maxi dress gal, skirt, pants, jeans, I mean, again, not for the luxury cruise lines, but for all the others that I mentioned earlier, pants are fine, jeans are gonna be fine, walking shorts, capris, basically whatever you want to wear. So when you're thinking about how many evenings during your cruise you're going to go to the main dining room or a specialty restaurant, right? So if you know, I know we're going to be wanting to go to the main dining room every night, okay? So that's 7 nights, right? If you're going on a week-long cruise, or 5 nights if you're going on a 5-nighter, okay? So I need 5 outfits for the main dining room. What I mentioned earlier, I'm going to mention again in case there's some people who have skipped through the video. If you want to bring things like separates, okay, like I mentioned, these linen-like pants, you can wear these on a sea day or on a port day, either, you know, if you're going to do like a food tour or something. And again, throw on a blouse with this for dinner. Don't have to pack as much. And you don't have to bring fancy clothes, right? You don't have to bring fancy clothes at all, but you don't have to bring your dinner clothes, okay, for literally 7 nights. You can mix and match. Remember that when you're thinking about saving packing room. Next section, let's talk shoes. My number one message for you ladies is you do not need to bring a separate pair of shoes for every dinner outfit. I promise you, I've literally, okay, been on 20 cruises and I have never noticed a woman's shoes. Unless they're like really colorful or bright pink or very interesting or something, or have like, you know, the fish, like the Elton John heels. Again, I'm showing my age. Like the goldfish in the heel. I have never noticed a woman's shoes. And I have never noticed if she wore the same pair of shoes for 6 nights in a row. Never. No one's going to notice. And you know how those high heels take up space in your suitcase? Just don't do it, ladies, okay? This is what I do now after I used to bring a different pair of heels for every outfit, okay? Now I bring a black pair and a neutral pair, okay? Or if you wear flats, bring a pair of black flats and a pair of neutral flats. They're gonna go with everything that you have planned to wear for dinner, believe me. Okay, so outside of heels and like dinner wear, flip-flops you're gonna need. I ordered this brand. It's called Coface. I don't know, I ordered them off Amazon, okay? So I will link them below. I have them in tan, beige, neutral, right, and brown. I've had this neutral for a couple of years now, right? And they were so comfortable. Again, I was talking earlier, if you're gonna walk around in a pair of shoes all day long in port, you do not want these straps to be rubbing on the top of your feet. These do not. They're very comfortable. They have a little bit of heel. It's also very comfortable. Okay, so those will be linked below. I also found these on Amazon, flats to wear for dinner or with shorts or with crop pants or capris or whatever it is you're wearing. I thought these were really cute. Have a little bling on them, right? Come in many different colors. Do you need tennis shoes? We get that question often. You will need some kind of sportswear, you know, shoes or tennis shoes if you're going to be working out on board. Every ship we've been on pretty much has an amazing gym. So your cruise line will probably have an amazing gym if you literally want to go to the gym and work out, or every cruise ship has also had a track on it. So if you're going to walk the track in watching the sunrise come up, that's a really good way to start your day. Okay, you go get your coffee, have a few sips of caffeine, right, and then do your walk for the morning. You'll need tennis shoes. You'll need tennis shoes if you're going to be walking around the port, or you know, you have some kind of foot problem, obviously, then you'll need your tennis shoes, okay? Otherwise, if you're not going to work out and you don't need them for any kind of walking tour or for a foot condition, then don't waste your packing room with tennis shoes. If you've made it to this part in the video, you will be thankful because this is the fun stuff. We're gonna start talking gear, okay? Now I'll give you some classics that we always bring, we always will bring. Some people say they're not necessary anymore, but I'm always gonna bring them. I don't care if I'm 80, I'm bringing these items. The first one is the over-the-door, it's really a shoe holder, right? But it's an organizer, okay? I particularly like this one that I will link below because it has mesh pockets. See, you can see through here. The only difference between the mesh pockets and the plastic pockets is that the plastic pockets might stick to your bottles, okay? And I will post a picture here to show you where you hang this. I suggest that you hang it inside your bathroom door, your cabin bathroom, inside, towards the bathroom, okay? The reason for this is your shower is always right by the door. So if you're in the shower and you need something that's hanging in this, or that's sitting in this organizer, then you just reach out the shower door and it's right there in the organizer. Remember, this doesn't just hold like toiletries, but you could put little snack items. You could put your kids' toys or bottles or whatever it is you need to put in here. Remember, sunscreen, aloe, those kind of things that are standard you're going to be taking. Do not forget your sunscreen and aloe, okay, people? That reminded me as I said it myself. The Caribbean sun is different. I mean, we live in Texas. I don't care if you live in Arizona or Southern California or really another really hot state, Florida. the Caribbean sun is like nothing you've ever felt before, right? If you've never been to the Caribbean, so take your sunscreen, reef safe, please, and your aloe vera. So you can put that in there too. So you can put lots of other things other than just toiletries in this organizer. It's super helpful. So something we always take also is a plug extender of some sort. This is another hotly debated subject on the cruise forums. Okay, so I will tell you what we've taken that we've never had taken away, right? And why we take it. Now, why we take it is a kind of easy one. I'll show you some footage here of some different cabins we've been in and what the plug life is like, the plug situation, okay, in the cabin. There's not very many plugs in the cabin. If you have a lot of like a game things and electronics and everybody has a phone and everyone has a tablet and all that kind of thing, you're going to need a lot of plugs to charge all of your equipment, okay? Plus, you got a hair dryer and you got your curling iron. So you're gonna have all your hair gear and tools as well. Okay, so these are the extenders that we use. This is the best one to bring, and I mean this by saying a USB extender, okay? You will never get this taken away from you. Let me qualify that with where you should pack it. Pack this in your packed luggage, your checked luggage, okay? Do not put anything. I don't care if it's this. They probably won't take it, but you never know. This is the reason. The cruise port employees, most of them don't work for the cruise line, right? They work for the port authority, the city where the port is. They might not know the cruise line rules. So you might have researched, you might have even have it printed out and highlighted that these are allowed. If it's in your carry-on and it's any kind of plug, anything, fill in the blank, plug extender, plug brick, it doesn't matter. They're probably 99.9% sure they're going to take it if it's in your carry-on. No matter what you bring, take it in your checked, packed luggage. I have not heard of anyone having a USB extender ever taken from them, especially in their packed luggage, okay? This is the one I'll link below, all the gear items as well, that we love because, I mean, look at all these slots, right? Another plug that we routinely take is a European plug converter, okay? As you can see here, it plugs into the European plug and turns into 2 3-prong and 2 USB. I'll show you on this footage here what it will look like if you're from America and you don't even know what kind of plug I'm talking about, right? It has these 2 prongs like you see here in the back, and it will convert to your US or 3-prong plugs, as well as a couple of USB plugs. There are many of these type of converters, the European converters, on Amazon, but I will link this one below to get you started in your shopping. So another converter that we have taken on many cruises, and it has never been taken away. The #1 rule for anything with a cord like this that has 3-prong plugs is non-surge protected. However, there's a caveat. Some people have even had non-surge protected items taken from them, especially in your carry-on luggage, but potentially even in your packed luggage. So I'm telling you, this one has been in our packed luggage for probably 15 cruises, and I've never had it taken away. I will tell you that it is this brand, and I put it in the box just because it's easy to carry right in the box. This has gotten us through many cruises, and that's how I pack it. So there you go. That's another option, and I will link this one down below also for your convenience. Another cruise staple we always take is our magnetic hooks. And I'll show you some footage here so you can see how these work. They come in different amount of weight, so different poundage that it will take, that the hook will take. So it could be 25-pound weight, or it could be up to like 65-pound weight. These are very helpful, as you can see here from this footage, to hang anything and everything. Basically, if it's a towel, if it's a jacket, if it's an umbrella, if it's a swimsuit, I mean, just about anything. Hats, we hang hats on them all the time, right? So these are very helpful because the walls of your cruise cabin are metal, and therefore anything that's magnetic will stick to the wall. So you can put them anywhere that you need an extra little room because some of those cabins can be super small. A couple of other cruise classics that we always take with us, now, I used to not do this, is a toiletry bag, okay? Now, this one happens to be see, I'm already packing, at least in here, is a woman's toiletry kit. This is very helpful because it hangs on the back of the hotel room door the night before we get on the cruise ship. These pockets also store full-size shampoo bottles. I promise you, right? I tested it out when I got it. In fact, I'll show you some footage here to let you know that the full-size bottles fit in here. Okay, and so you've got two of these, and then you've got the smaller ones up on the bottom, and it zips up, and you carry it, and you put it in your bag like this, okay? I literally used to put all of everything that would go in here, my, shampoo and facial products, everything, in gallon-sized bags. That was helpful and good if anything leaked, but this is also plastic, okay? And I'll tell you another leak-proof thing I have when I get to the new gear items. So excited about it. The other staple that I always now take is this jewelry case. I literally used to put my jewelry for my cruises in a Crown Royal bag, those purple bags? Literally. I would put all my chains and things that hang right here, I would put them in the little plastic, like Ziploc bags, that maybe buttons come in. And then I would put them all in that big purple Crown Royal bag. I have moved up in life to an actual jewelry holder, and I love it. Again, your chains go here, and they fall into this pocket right down here, right, so they don't get all mixed up. And then you've got a zipper there, and for your rings go on here, and your earrings go right here, and it's got another big pocket right here, okay? So there are many kinds of jewelry holders and toiletry holders on Amazon. So I will link these below to get you started. These both come in, again, different colors as well. The next classic item that we always take and we could not live without is a travel luggage scale. This has saved us extra baggage fees on the way back home many times, okay? Obviously, at the house, we weigh our bags if we're flying on our regular home scales, right? But when you're in your cruise cabin, you don't have your regular scale. You just take the strap on this and you put it around the handle of your luggage, and then you pull up. And then you see the weight in the window. It is extremely helpful. Once you put everything back in your bags at the end of your cruise and you're heading home, you still need to not overpack. Because maybe you have souvenirs, maybe you don't put everything in the same bag as you did leaving home. So this travel luggage scale saved us many times. Don't forget yours. Something else we always also take is towel clips. Now these are all over Amazon, and these are kind of boring. They're just like silver, right? You can get them in different kind of colors. They have pink flamingos on them. You might find them with elephants or something on them, right? You can get any kind of towel clip. The other helpful item to hold your towel down on the pool deck in the wind or on the beach on an excursion in the wind is the towel bands. We have never bought any of those yet, but I will link those below too, because I see a lot of people with the bands. And I mean, we take 4 of these clips here. Technically, the bands would take up less room. So if you're down to the very little bitty corner of your suitcase, then the bands might be a better choice for you. The next section is new and optional gear items. So none of these are like necessities or classics that we always take, but they're really nice to have. The first one is a Yeti or Stanley, they're so popular now, Stanley style refillable cup. Let me tell you one of the main reasons why, especially if you're a new cruiser. People are always asking, should I get a water bottle package? Should I get a water package on board? Let me tell you, and it's still your decision in the end, obviously, but you need to know the water on board cruise ships goes through a very thorough desalination and reverse osmosis process. It is extremely clean water. I'm very sensitive to what water tastes like because I grew up in the panhandle of Texas where the water was like highly treated and didn't taste very good. So I know what bad water tastes like. The ship's water is completely tasteless and it is super clean. It's probably cleaner than most manufactured bottled waters. One, that's a little pro tip that can save you some money. And two, just take your refillable cup, no matter what brand it is. I will link a few down below. The Yetis are obviously, Stanleys are more expensive, but they make these that aren't expensive too, okay? So just bring your refillable cup, stick it in your carry-on. You can't bring it on board with anything in it, right? It's gotta be in your carry-on empty, but then you can just go around all week long and just refill it. We also take water flavoring just because I like it, not because the water tastes bad, okay? Like we use Mio brand, but you can take the water flavoring packets or anything that you like, and that will also save you money on some kind of drink package. Another thing that we have just started taking is a cord organizer. Electric cords. We were talking earlier about the plug extenders and why you might need them, okay? So we have obviously our camera gear and other things for the channel that we have to plug in. And so I got one of these and I love it. I used to literally, again, me and the zipper gallon bags, right? I was using them for everything. I used to put all of our cords all crammed together in one gallon size bag, and then we'd have to pull them out and untangle them. Okay, this is a much better option. This one is the small version, which I'll link this below, but it has the bigger one and the smaller one. So if you have 3 kids and you and your partner and y'all all have your own electronics, right? Or multiple electronics, then you might need the big one. But it doesn't take up a lot of room and you can put it in your backpack, your carry-on if you want to. Okay, so another thing that is not a necessity, but that we really like and have come in handy is a sewing kit, okay? Look how small that is, right? Okay, and it has a little bitty pair of scissors, some sewing needles and thread of several, primary colors. If you bust out a hem, I mean, again, we are talking the buffet all week, right? If you bust out something, you rip something, right? In a spot you don't want it to be ripped. Here you go. There you go. It's a very small sewing kit. It's not going to take up much room in your bags at all. So we like to have that. Something else that I just found that I really like is travel straws. If you haven't heard, the cruise lines have now gone primarily to paper straws. Yes, what that means is they get soggy in your drink, depending on how long it takes you to drink your drink. It's a paper straw and it will get soggy. This is a travel straw, and if you saw me take it out of this container, it just unscrews. So you take the straw out and then you just pull the straw up. Inside the straw is the cleaner. This comes in a 4 straw pack. Here you go. And they're different colors. The cases, here is the pink one. And then I had the turquoise one out here. This, again, doesn't take up a lot of room at all, especially if you just bring a couple of them in your bag. You break them back down, put them back in together in the corner of your backpack, and no more soggy straws. This next item I just got, and I haven't even had a chance to use it yet. They are called bottle skins. Okay, so here's one I just took out. As you can see, this package is all the same size of skins, okay, many different colors, all right? However, they do come in different sizes, and this is what they do, okay? They go on top of your bottle so that your bottle doesn't leak in your luggage. I, in the past, have simply put a piece of saran wrap over the top of the bottle and then close the bottle over it, But then I have to, once I get on board, take all the saran wrap off and try to save the little saran wrap pieces and put them back on for when I go home. So with the bottle skins, you just put the skin over the top of the bottle and it keeps it from leaking. Genius. Something else that I have used for a few cruises now. Again, not a necessity, but it really is nice. You don't want to pack your big cologne bottles in your luggage. One, they may break. If you're flying, then you have to put them in your packed luggage, and you never know what's going to happen. So a cologne atomizer, that's what they're called, an atomizer, is very helpful. This is what it looks like. You take it off and then you spray. So the cologne is in here, and the way the cologne gets in here, because this can be important, is you take the lid off of your cologne bottle, take the top off of your cologne bottle, the spray tip, and you will notice, if you can see this, okay, that it has this little tip here on top. The bottom of this atomizer has a hole in it. You put it on top of your cologne bottle and then you press it and it sprays it into your atomizer. But that means instead of packing this bottle, you pack this or a couple of these. You can take a couple of different. These also work for guys. This one has to be pink, happens to be pink, but they come in blue and black and silver as well, okay? Also, while we're talking about things for men, I completely forgot to mention the toiletry bag for men. So I will link it down below and show you a picture of it here. JJ is using it now instead of the 2 or 3 smaller bags he was using before. He's now using this one bag, and it also comes in different sizes and it holds all his toiletries, so he really likes it. So again, there's the toiletry bag for the women, which, you know, cosmetic toiletries in here that I already talked about, and then this black one here for your man. And on your next Caribbean cruise, if you are headed to either Cozumel or Costa Maya and you just don't know what excursion to do yet, here are 2 videos for you to take a look at for both ports. Not only excursions, but port tours as well. Thanks so much for dropping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Be blessed.